of the teachings of Lord Buddha may ask me. Then he may announce himself that I have run out of the doubt about the teachings of Buddha. Again, what is the supernatural power? What is the enlightenment of Lord Buddha? By myself, like that. Only the one who is going to pass away on the lying bed or on the sitting dying can be announces that he is no doubt about the practicings of Buddhist meditation. Meaning he is in the state of being the noble Sangha. For us, right now, we are not the noble yet, but we are called Sutta Buddha. So what is Sutta Buddha? Means we are listening from the Tipitaka. We are listening from the text. We are listening from the Sutta. We are listening from the Vinaya. We are listening from the Abhidhamma. Then we become Sutta Buddha. But if we gain enlightenment from the Sotapanna up to the Arahanta, then we are called Savaka Buddha. If one is gained enlightened during the Sattantaraka, means that periods of time no Buddha was born. No one recognized even the words of Buddha or even the name of the Buddha. That the Pacceka Buddha is occurring, happening. And in a very, very short and just a period of time, the longest one, 80,000 years, that the previous Buddha, Kakusanto, and Konakamano, Gotamo, or Kasapo and Gotamo, shorter and shorter. But the Gotamo is the most shortest one. How many years? 100 years old only. But most of the Buddha, like Kakusanto, is in the times of the people who have like 100,000 years. But he spent only 80%. Only 80%. Mean 80 years old. And then again after the 60 years old, and then the last before the Gautama Buddha, only 20,000 years. And this Buddha, only shortest one, he lived only 80 years old. He can live up to 100 years old, but maybe like a card, during when the card is, you know the card? The present day we call the car. The previous day the people use the car is going by the pulling of cows or buffalo or horse like this. During the traveling, the car broken because due to the day and night, the rain and falling rain and night and day and sun shining, then the wood are rot, the wood are destroying, damaged, anicca, dukkha, anatta, then it's broken. But the cart need to go on. What is the cart need to go on? How to do? You bring any kinds of wood in the jungle. The most easy wood is a bamboo, right? The most easy one to get the wood is a bamboo. And they bring the bamboos and tie it with the cart wheel. Not let the wheel is broken 100%, but the cart wheel wrapping with the bamboos, it cannot go too long, right? It cannot go too long. The same to the body of Lord Buddha. He can live the life up to 100 years old. But what's going on? When he got sick, 80 years old, he got sick. He got a lot of diarrhea, and he walked only a few hundred kilometers. He can't walk. And for a few meters, then he said, "Oh, too much tired. Ananda, would you mind give me the Sankhati?" And he lay down because of the too much tired. The cart also is broken. Then the wrapping and the tying with the bamboos is not let the car, the wheel is broken 100%. But it can go, but go very slow. The same thing, the Lord Buddha can live the life only 80 years old, if more than that, instead of be the great Buddha. Then someone may say, "Oh, how horrible for the Lord Buddha. Now he cannot walk. Yeah. And now he cannot eat." Then he's not very smart. Before his smart is gone, then he accept for the Parinibbana. Parinibbana means he's going to let the body go down. Even on the dead bed, what is Sutta then say about the dead bed? The dead bed or the last Sutta. The last Sutta. Anyone remember? The last Sutta. We have preached to the Supata. No one remembers? Mahaparinibbana Sutta. Okay? Mahaparinibbana Sutta. The last preaching. He said himself that I am Bhikkhave and Kaya Vaya Dhamma Sankhara Appamadena Sampateta. That means because the life is so short. Kaya Vaya means the way is very decay, means it's going to be destroyed very soon. I would like to remind all of you that hurry up, because look, the dead means dying is coming without the footprint, cannot show, very much like the bird flying in the sky. No one can see the footprints of the bird in the sky. The same thing, the dying because of the dead is coming and visiting to everyone soon. That's reminding from our Lord Buddha. This is only the one who think about this can practice in Satipatthana Sutta. Not the one who is always, "Oh, my life's always enjoy, I'm to enjoy my life, and I'm the handsome one, I'm the most beautiful one." That is not suitable for practicing the Satipatthana Sutta. But I don't know, now you are just a student, and me also just a student, because we are Sutta Buddha. We're listening. But what I have listened and what I have practicing, what I have learned up to now, I think 100% I'm sure that the preachings of Lord Buddha, no one can argue. No one, not just a human being, even God and Goddess, gods and goddess cannot arguing to the teachings of Lord Buddha. But then, why the Lord Buddha have to be passed away? He's just so great. But He can only tell us the way. If we go where He has been, then we never killed by the day. But how to get that? Only practicing. We call middle way. Also can be say, or you can say anything. The middle way, the tricycle. You know tricycle? What are the first of tricycle? Sila, Samadhi, and Panya. Tricycle are from which teachings of Lord Buddha? From which teachings of Lord Buddha? The direct short form of the Four Noble Truths, right? And the short form is the number 4th one of the Four Noble Truths, that is the path leading to the cessations of suffering. That means Eightfold Noble Path. Satipatthana Sutta, according to the way we have learned last semester, that Ayam Makko Bhikkhave, or Ekayano Ayam Makko Bhikkhave, means this is only the way, only the short way. Why is this short way? Because mindfulness is one of the Eightfold Noble Paths, and it is the significance of the Eightfold Noble Path, because sati or mindfulness is to remind, to gathering, to collecting every eightfold to come together. But we may practice any other way. May we practice through the Sammaditthi and Samma Sankappa, that is we call Vipassana. What is Vipassana? Vipassana is one of the insight meditation, or one of the two meditations we call Samatha and Vipassana. That's why the mindfulness is, we can practice through mindfulness, through the right view and the right thought. Or it can be practiced through Samma Vaca, Samma Kammanta, and Samma Achiva. That means you are purifying or polish yourself through the Sila. And then after polish and create the basements of the firm, to create more higher, because Samadhi, Samma Vayama, Samma Sati, and Samma Samadhi. The mindfulness can gatherings all these come together. Then the enlightened, or the fourth step of the meditation, we have said for last class. Number one is Titta Sukha Vihara Dhamma will be coming. But if we get only the first one, it can be changed to any lifetime. For example, suppose you are Titta Sukha Vihara Dhamma in the Neva Sanyana Sanyayatana Chan. When you are getting to die, in that moment, you will be born in Brahmin's robe. If you are in the Brahmin's room, means you are assumed all the good activity from the fruit of Neva Sanyana Sanyayatana Chan. When you finish from that, in the same way you have 1 billion but you've been in USA or in the space somewhere, you have to spend a lot of money, but no way to make the money again. One day the money is gone, and then you return back to another life. But when you return back to another life, the normal life, you run out of the money already. The same thing, you are in the courtroom, you run out of the merits already. Then what is left? Only previous life that you have been doing a lot of mistake. Then now the mistake is looking forward to pay your reward. Oh, now you cannot run away from my reward. Welcome back to the normal. That means even being in the courtroom, but nothing can guarantee that you will be the positions of ending of suffering. This is the Buddhist meditation. Buddhist meditations are different than other parts of the world. Now, world are awareness, world are awakened about meditation. But how many people understand about the meditation? If without make more research about Buddhist meditation. For example, like many kinds of meditations in India. The meditation, for example, like Samyoga. Yoga is a meditation, one kind of meditations in India. But what about meditation in Buddhism? Samyoga is the clinking. The Samyoga means the clinking and the interlink and the holding and the sucking. You know sucking? Suppose you are going somewhere with the big fan, and then the fan is not blow out, the fan is blow in. Then what happened? You are sucking into the blow in of the fan instead of blow out. You are sucked in. When you are sucking into the yoga, means your life is going on with the birds and rebirth that they call samyoga. Sakaya Ditti, Vicikiccha, Silabata Paramasa. Don't talk about noble. They just suck into the samsara. That means they are interlinked, they are clinking, they are sucking into the samsara. That means they are always welcome to be with God. You remember the day that the Lord Buddha sit under the Bodhi tree? Then the Mara, Vasavati Mara. About Vasavati Mara, so many scholars in Buddhism try to say that it's not the form of the being, just the defilements in the minds of Lord Buddha himself. Some scholars say it that way. I think that it makes sense, but if we say like this, it's our own opinion, you know. It's very much like our own opinion. That means, how do we know that the Buddha means to his own defilement? If you know that, means you are greater than the Buddha. Right? But because so many times the Lord Buddha himself say about the Jatulokapala, you know Jatulokapala? That the four direction protections of God brought the Sri Mahamaya to the the pawns in the scenario and bathing her, and after that the elephant, the white small elephant, walking surrounding as a comrade, walking surrounding him. And so many times he have said that he is invited by the billions of universe of God. Now this time is time for you to go down and get enlightened. This said by himself, by Lord Buddha. If someone said that, that is the comparative of the defilement in his mind, I think that's not a benefit to the one who's criticizing about it. Why? Because so many times the Lord Buddha himself have mentions about other being. It's not just only the human being. Some of the modern scholars say, no, I don't believe that. I think this is very dangerous for the one who is keep complaining about that and this without practicing by oneself. How can we say no to the teachings of Lord Buddha without learning, without practicing? Even you are a learned man, but without practicing, how can you prove? How can you arguing? This is just arguing, nothing going to damage about the discussing or arguing. Yes, but during you are arguing, during you are discussing, did you agree or disagree? If you are disagree, that means your vision, your view, or you are discussing is the wrong view. This is, I think, the scholars in Buddhism or the one who's going to study about Buddhism. If you don't want to go beyond the suffering, or you just keep yourself away from Buddhism. If you don't believe that the teachings of Buddha not going to solve your suffering, just go away somewhere else. Don't come and disturb. Don't come and learn. If you don't believe, why need to learn? If you learn without the wrong view, that means you are not going to get the benefit of the teaching. I don't know, so many students in Buddhism, some of them even say themselves that they are Buddhists, but they believe everything, but they don't believe the supernatural power. Oh, that's their strong view about what is enlightened by Lord Buddha. I think like this situation in Thai society, especially for the real scholars, they're not going to make mistakes about this. And I also would like to, we cannot say reminding, better mindful, better to request for you to mindful about what we are learning, even we are not 100% believe in the teachings of Buddha yet, but at least try to keep our view in the right view. When we have the right view, then we're going to have the right thought. When we're going to have the right thought, we're going to have the right speech. When we have the right speech, then we'll be able to do the right action. When we can do the right action, then that's really our livelihood will be right livelihood. When we do the right livelihood, we can try for the right effort. When we have the right effort, we may go to the next step, mindfulness. If you want the mindfulness, better Satipatthana Sutta. Mahasatipatthana Sutta, or Satipatthana Sutta, or Sati Sutta, any Sutta. Then the concentration, we call right concentration, means going forward, going firm with the sustainable development of Buddhist meditation without hesitation, without doubt. That will be benefit to one who is going to be a student of Buddhism. Buddhism is not just only religion. It's not, you can say this is a religion, or this is a belief, this is a philosophy. It doesn't matter what is the Buddhism. But the main Buddhism is the teachings of Lord Buddha. It's not the physicals of the Buddha is made, but that just only reminding us about the, we call Cetiya, Uttesika Cetiya, or like stupa, Uttesika Cetiya. The same like a Tipitaka. The Tipitaka cannot bring us the deliverance, or the Buddha cannot bring us the deliverance, but to go to the delivery of the Nibbana is by ourselves with the teachings of Lord Buddha. That is Buddhist meditation. Today is the last day for our introduction. And the next day, if you find out the Venerable Siri, you can get the syrup with him. And you can bring that and you can ask him.
Like that, teacher, you have volume 1, volume 2, right?
Yeah, we now get only volume 1 first. In the case like we are not sure that how fast we can go. If we cannot go so fast, we just go volume 1 maybe enough. If we can go faster, we may continuously going on with the volume 2. Then I will give you after. Then you look, it's not so big. If we can go fast.
If you can even teach from you, if you can bring for us.
Yeah, I can do it, but you can share for the syrup, okay?
Yeah.
I will take only 10 baht for each volume.
Yeah.
I will make and with the hard cover, and maybe it's a little bit longer.
Totally, I think 50 is enough.
About 50 enough?
Today we have 64.
Or 64, but
about
we make
64.
only 50?
But
Because so many missing, right?
Something never, yeah.
Okay.
Some percent missing.
If more than 50, then they can make themselves later on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I will make 50 copy. Sorry, I didn't have radio station anymore, then I cannot get the sponsor. If I can get sponsor, but I could do myself alone, but now I still owe the radio fees. I owe to the radio fee more than 100,000 baht, but now I have paid about almost only 36,000 left. Then I don't want to get more debt. Okay, if you can share some, it's okay. Okay, so any questions, any idea, any supporting? Yes, sir. Anything? Final years or final exam? This is not for exam. This is a textbook, but now the Venerable Sumangala asked me to make a syrup from Bangkok, and everybody can share with the copies about 10 baht per volume. It will be about 2 or 3 volumes, not more than that, but I will go on with the first volume first. In the case we are learning faster, then we can continuously going on with the second volume and third volume. And I'm thinking that I'm going to make about 20 volumes. Then it become a thick, big book for the maybe, because now I have been in the committee on religion, that we have issue 1 of the project that Thailand is the World Meditation Center. If I finish all these volumes, I don't know how many volumes are there. It will be a big book like this. It will be helpful to the one student who need to practice or to learn about meditation in the future. But it starts from all of you. I take as the, the flag going to show that now Buddhist meditations are going on in the YouTube. If you don't want to get the book, you can watch through the YouTube or through the Facebook or through the page, the fan page. Or if you want the book to read and practicing, I will put on the blog or the YouTube or the Facebook. Someone can download and study. Or if I go to teach some other university, for example, I'm going to teach in the Ratchapat University. If the international student, because we have in Thai versions and English version, is going to benefit for the student of the international Tipitaka study also. I assume all of you in the second year and third year as my pillar of the flag to show in Buddhist meditation into the world. But the right or wrong, I'm not guaranteed, because I didn't motivate and encourage anyone to believe what I teach. But I try to motivate, encourage, inspiring, going to see in Tipitaka. But right or wrong, it depends on their own view or Eightfold Noble Path. It will move up to their view. I'll let you know that. Thank you very much for your attending the class today. No questioning. That means everybody is clear.
Thank you for your attending.
Don't forget, next time, not just only Dr. Sam was sitting and saying, next time you are going to share the word of Satipatthana Sutta. At least I go through everyone. At least you read the Pali, at least you read the English, and we're not going to forward and backward. We'll go forward and faster as much as we can. Then, if you have opportunity, you can go through Satipatthana Sutta by your own language first. Suppose you are Thai, you're going to read in Thai first. If you are Myanmar, from Myanmar, you read in your own language first. If you are from Vietnam, you read in your own language first. No? If you cannot find out, then read in Romance alphabet. Okay. Romance alphabet, it starts from Eo Me Sudam, Ekam Samayam Bhagawa. Yeah, not Paranasiyam, Issa Guru. Guru Kammasa Dhamma. Okay, everybody, thank you. Only your voice, okay? I will not show your face on the video. Don't mind for that. But next time we're not sure. When you're going to read, you might show on the video. Okay, Adam? At least you go on with the Romance alphabet. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You look too serious? It look too serious for me teaching? Yeah? No? Okay, thank you. What are the subjects? Is Ajahn Nin coming last time? Is Ajahn Nilrat coming? Meshi? Did Ajahn Nilrat coming last time? No. And how about today? No class sitting? Okay, then you are free, right? Okay. You are free, no class from now.